Hi Michael, this is Yuya from Team RoboGo, and I'll be presenting about the configuration management. This is the contents that I'll be covering. The first one will be what is configuration management and why it is important, and 4 fundamental activities of the configuration management, which are change management, version management, system building, and release management, and our present Team RoboGo's implementation. So what is configuration management? It is the process of managing changes to an evolving software system. It is very important for a group of people who are working together to develop a software. During the development process, many different versions of each software component are created. If we do not keep track of these versions in a configuration management system, we are liable to include the wrong versions of these components and have problems. Let me give you an example of it. There is developer Luke and developer CH. They are working together on a project called Hazard Removing Robot, and they release a sequential version like version 1, version 2, version 3, so on. And in the latest release, a serious bug is found, and project manager Danny wants to track what changes caused the bug, who made those changes, and when it happened. So if they have a proper configuration management plan, all this can be traced. We can track whose changes caused the bug and the timing. From that, we know whom to approach, which developer to approach, and solve the problem. This is the ISO 9001 standards framework. It's a framework for developing software standards. It sets out general quality principles and describes the organizational standards and procedures that should be defined. As you can see, configuration management is one of the processes in it. There are 4 fundamental activities of configuration management. The first one is change management. This involves keeping track of requests for changes to the software from customers and developers, working out the cost and impact of making these changes, and deciding if and when the changes should be implemented. The second one is version management. This involves keeping track of the multiple versions of system components and ensuring that changes made to components by different developers do not interfere with each other. And third activity is system building. System building is the process of assembling program components, data, and libraries, then compiling and linking these to create an executable system. And the last one is release management. This involves preparing software for external release and keeping track of the system versions that have been released for customer use. Now I will be showing what our Team RoboGo is doing. So we use GitHub as our version control system. And this is the repository link of our project. And these are all the folders that we have set up. And I will describe more about the repository structure. So documents folder is to store all the documents like agendas, minutes, milestones, and all the planned documents, videos and presentations, and all other supporting documents. And projects folder is to store all the files for RoboGo application development, and it contains sequential version folders like RoboGo version 1, version 2, so on and so forth. And test folder is to store all the test source codes for unit test and integration test. And release folder is to store the latest version of the application to be released to the client. And tools folder contains all the tools which are used for development and testing. So this is the view from the source tree application, which is the client for GitHub. We can see all the logs from here, like who made what changes to which files and date, and time. So in GitHub repository, we can create many branches for the team. And so we have main master branch that will store all the final release documents and codes. And we have development branch, main development branch for all the development works. So all the developers have their individual branch also. Developers will first check out the main development branch and they will work on their assigned tasks or make any changes in their own branch. After that, every developer will push back the changes to the main development branch and merge it. And we have another integration branch that will consolidate all the documents in development works before we finally push to master. So we don't directly work in master branch. We will work in our own branch first. Then developers came to development branch and came to integration and came to master. By doing so, we have the organized structure that we can easily track, and we make sure that we will always have a working project in our master branch. Yeah, so this is the end of my presentation, and thanks for watching.